this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song by Mariah Carey called Infinity. And we end up capoing this on first fret to kind of match the recording, but walk through a couple things in root position, just so you can just in case you don't have a capo. And there is this cool little bass line you can kind of follow through the main intro in the chorus, where you can play the low E string on the first fret, and then open E, and then open D. So we're kind of playing an F note, and then an E note, and then a D note. Now later on in the verse, actually, that kind of changes when we kind of add an extra note to that. So we'd start on the low E first fret, open E, and then open D. But on the verse, you'd go back to the open E to kind of help lead to start it over again. So you kind of have an F, E, open D, open E, kind of on the verses, which is kind of like a little variation of our main idea. And for our chords to back that up, we start on an F major chord. We'll talk about some easy options here. Normally you do this as a first fret bar, second finger on the G second, third finger on the A third, pinky on the D third. And if you strum all those together, the happy sounds of F major. Now if you're just starting out though, a good substitute for that chord could be an F major 7, doing first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the G second, third finger on the D third. And if you strum the D string and the high E string, the happy groovy sound of F major 7. Now another possibility, and this is kind of playing against the tune a little bit, would be an F major 13 if you want to jazz this up a little bit. You could do first finger on the G second, second finger on the D third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the jazzy sounds of F major 13, so you may kind of dig on that. And then for that E in the bass, you may want to back that up with an E minor chord, doing first finger on the A second, second finger on the D second. And if you strum all those together, the sad sounds of E minor. Now you may also dig on adding in third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. And that could make that just a 2-finger change from the F major 13 to the E minor 7, which make that a little bit easier if you're just starting out. And then from the E minor, we'd be going to a D minor chord. And normally you do that first finger on the high E first fret, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the sad sounds of D minor. Now around D minors in general, it can be cool to lift the first finger and make that a D sus2. Or you can add in the pinky on the high E third for D suspended. Kind of say some stuff around the D minors. The saddest key, said Beethoven. Or if you're kind of digging on those drone voicings, you could do the F major 13 to the E minor 7. And then just take the first finger and go to the G second, kind of keeping 3 and 4 down on the top 2, and that way you can leave 3 and 4 down through the whole tune, actually kind of F, E minor, D minor for our main intro, kind of an idea. So you have kind of that F, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, and then D for 8. This is a little weird, that'd be one way to work it, is kind of a down count. F for 4, E minor for 4, D for 8, kind of for our intro. F, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or you could work a strum pattern, and one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the F major 7, just because I like the sound of that, and just tried that a lot, you have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Now the weird thing is, if you're just starting out, what you may want to do is kind of take just half that pattern, just the down, down, up for the F, down, down for the E minor, and then save the whole pattern for the D minor. So F, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, D minor, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, E minor, down, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, up. Or if you're a little bit more adventurous, you could do the F with the down, down, up, go to the E minor for the up, down, up, way to kind of split the pattern is to do the F with a down, down, and then go to the E minor for the up, up, down, up, and then save the D minor for the whole pattern, the intro. So we kind of dig on that, so you're kind of mixing it up. F, down, E minor, up, down, D minor, F, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, up, D minor, might be kind of cool variation. Now for myself, I was really digging on something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot at the beat, Right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is if you take the F and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, you got a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Now the weird part about the F and the E minor on the intro that way is you could take just half the pattern, just a long down, 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 up for the F, and then the E minor with the down, 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 up, and save the whole pattern for the D minor. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, F, down, 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 E minor, down, 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 E minor, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now if you're a little bit more adventurous, you could split the pattern and take the F for the down, 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 up, and then go to the E minor for up, down, down, up, down, up, and do the D minor with the whole pattern. Like kind of a cool way to split that pattern. So that's down, 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 up, E minor, up, down, down, up, down, up, D minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, down, up, down, up, E minor. So we kind of dig on that too. And when we get to our verse, we do that twice for our intro, and then we go into our main verse idea. And on the verse, you may want to kind of go back to the E minor. So you have kind of the F for 4, E minor for 4, D minor for 4, E minor for 4. Or if you're doing the down, down, up, you can do that on each chord. Down, down, up, D minor, down, down, up, E minor, down, down. You kind of get that E minor in there. Or you could work the 16th pattern. F, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, D minor, down, down, up, E minor, down, down. Or you can split that pattern. F, E minor, D minor, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, down. So we kind of experiment, kind of follow your ear on that. And we do end up doing that 4 times, and then we go into our chorus, which is just like our intro. Now the weird part is to play along with Mariah Carey, instead of starting on an F chord, she's starting on a G flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 1st fret, then now your F is really a G flat major, and your E minor is really an F minor chord, and your D minor is really an E flat minor chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you could work that intro any of those ways we talked about. You may just want to work just the 4 downs on the F and the E minor, 8 on the D minor, or you can do the down, down, up on the F and the E minor, work the whole pattern on the D minor, or you can do the split pattern, F, down, up, E minor, D minor, or you may be digging on the 16th, F, E minor, D minor, or you may be digging on the 16th split idea, F, down, down, up, E minor, down, 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 up, E minor. We do that twice, and then we go into our main verse. You can work the verse any of those ways we've been talking about. So you work the F down idea, D minor, E minor, or you can work the down, down, up on each one. F, E minor, D minor, E minor. You work the 16th idea, E minor, E minor. You work the split idea, F, E minor, D minor, E minor. our chorus. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, you're throwing a bass note for the chord. So on the F, you'd have low E for kind of a bass, down, up, down. On the F major 7, you have the D for the bass. F major 13, you'd have the D for the bass. On the E minor, you have low E for the bass. And on the D minor, you have the D for the bass. So we kind of work on, kind of dig on adding in some basses. So you could do that as just a bass down up on kind of the F, bass down up on the E minor, and then the bass down up on the D minor. Then F bass, down up, E minor, bass, down up, D minor, bass, down up, down up. Or you could add basses and still split the pattern. Idea, you could add basses to that, and you could work it off a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. So this could be very cool. You could work just bass, down, down, up on the F and the E minor, and kind of save the whole pattern for the D minor. Or you may dig on splitting. This can be a little tricky. You do the F with a bass, down, down, up, go to the E minor for a up, bass, down, up, and then the D minor with the bass, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, E minor. So we kind of dig on working the split with basses, which is really cool. Down, down, E minor, up, bass, down, E minor. F, bass, down, E minor, bass, down, E minor. Repeat that 4 times for our chorus, and then we go into our next verse. So we tried that with a bass, down, up, down, up. You have kind of that F, E minor, E minor, E minor, or the F, down, up, E minor, up, down, up, E minor, E minor, F, down, E minor, up, down, E minor, down, E minor, up, down, F, bass, down, E minor, up, down, E minor, E minor. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you can work with just the bass down, down, up on each chord. F, down, down, up, E minor, E minor, E minor, F, E minor, E minor, E minor. Then we can work the 16th bass splitting idea. E minor, down, down, E minor, up, bass, down, up, F, down, down, E minor, up, bass, down, up, E minor, down, bass, down. Repeat that 4 times, and then we go into our next chorus. So F, E minor, E minor. Or you can even kind of take all these ideas and kind of find a way that works for you. Or if you know the licks around the chords, that can be very cool to add those to it. Kind of mix it up, try not to miss your chord change. And we repeat that 4 times for our chorus, and then we go into our bridge part, which is kind of a little variation of both our verse and our chorus idea. So you have kind of the F, E minor, E minor, E minor, F, E minor, D minor, E minor. Then we play it like the intro. F, E minor, E minor, F, E minor, D minor. And from there, then we'll be going into our last chorus. Kind of experiment with it and kind of find some ways to kind of make the tune your own too. Lots of ways to kind of mix it up and make it your own. Chorus, we kind of do that idea 7 times, and then we kind of do the big stop time, wait for Mariah, and then we kind of come back in on our F. Very end, you'll kind of hear that part kind of fading out. And randomly, for myself, at the very end, I really want to play a C major chord, where you do the first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second, third finger on the A third. Sounds like resolution to me. But that's the basics of how you get strummed through Infinity by Mariah Carey. So good luck. Don't forget to subscribe.